Hello and welcome to today's video. We are here for season 3, episode number 3 of our NASCAR Heat 2 championship in the NASCAR Xfinity series. Today, or this week, should I say, we take on Auto Club Texas, Bristol, and Richmond. Now, I last did the truck recording, so we do have 13% of the stages on, because I did change it for the Cup Series. And we are going to talk about the plans for the 2018 update, as information has came out about that now, so we're going to talk about that when we jump into it. I didn't even go over the standings. I just looked at it. Alright. I have 3 wins, 17 playoff points. Daniel Suarez has 1 win, 5 playoff points. Also playoff points in the playoffs. Justin Allgaier with 1 and Elliott Sadler with 3. And that is it. Now we can go and qualified 13th here at this track.
Outside.
Now there is news about the 2018 update. Now, the thing about that is,
outside, hold your line.
There's not going to be a 2018 update paint scheme wise or driver wise for this series, the Xfinity or the Truck Series, because those series, they have a more of a rotation of drivers, where the Cup Series is more every week the same driver is going to be in the car. You know, every week the 4 car is going to have Kevin Harvick. Every week the 24 car is going to have William Byron. You know, that type of thing. Where in this, in the Xfinity and the Truck Series, it's a little bit different, you know. Names are a little bit different, sponsors are different, you know, depending on who's in the car, and they really got to figure that out. So, I think the schedule change will be implemented. It didn't say that it won't be. But it did say the 2018 update will have 2017 paint schemes in that and drivers. So we are going to have that. So we won't be racing Christopher Bell, like I said before. And I don't know, we'll race somebody from the Truck Series. Maybe we'll race Ryan Truex. But that is a thing that will happen. The Cup Series, that we will be racing William Byron, because they will have a 2018 update for that, and that's going to be very exciting. So, Season 4 will, again, consist of the 2018 schedule, I would figure, because all they have to do is just change the track. They have to change Charlotte, change the order that the tracks appear in the schedule. So it's not that complicated to do, but they just won't have updates to the numbers and all that stuff, which is fine. It's a $10 update, and I'll buy it the day it comes out. I'll buy it the day it comes out, we'll stream it, but we'll not start racing with it right away. Not happening. I will, in between races, I will find out
inside, he's on your bumper. Still there, he's outside.
How long season 3 goes for,
3 wide, covered on both sides. Outside,
and how long you guys
tight.
can expect season 3 to last before we have the 2018 update. And I would assume we would have the logo change for the Xfinity series, so you might notice
Yellow,
that,
yellow, yellow,
I
yellow.
guess. Not sure. We'll find out the in-between races again, how long the current season will last for, and then we'll know what we're going to do. I do want to raise a Toyota driver in this, because we have not raced a Toyota in the
outside, real tight.
Xfinity series, and I want to race a Ford in the Truck Series. We've only raced Toyotas in that. That's kind of the plan.
Stay low. Hold your line.
No, actually, I don't want to race a Toyota in this. The Xfinity Toyotas are ugly as hell. For the Cup Series, they're not as bad, but these ones here, this Camry passing us down below, is ugly as hell.
Inside.
The back of that car is absolutely disgusting.
Clear high, quick.
May race the Chevy again.
Outside,
Oh my god. There's our driver for Season 2 or Season 4 in the Xfinity Series, going around William Byron. I'm so excited to race that 24 Camaro.
Check your belts. We're going green.
I'm really, really, really excited to race that car. It's going to be so much fun. I believe it's the Exalta
Hold your line.
paint scheme instead of the Liberty University. I think it's the Daytona 500 paint schemes that they're running. And I know that they're racing Exalta for the 500.
Hold your line.
And it's not Liberty University. I know it's going to be the main sponsor.
Outside.
See, William Byron's going to be my favorite driver when
Steady.
Kevin Harvick retires. It's happening. It's my favorite driver when. It took a while. I was like really wondering like what driver I like, because I feel like Kevin Harvick's gonna retire in the next like 3 years.
Caution. Watch.
You know, I was really wondering. I liked Chase Elliott, but I didn't want to like be part of that. Oh wow, Chase Elliott, because everybody likes Chase Elliott because he's gonna be the next popular driver. Like, he's gonna be the next most popular driver. He's gonna be hyped like everybody hyped Dale Jr. It's gonna be the same thing. So I didn't really want to be part of that.
Hold a steady wheel.
As much as I like Chase Elliott. I did like Kyle Larson as well, but I don't know. I feel like
Still there, he's outside.
I'll like William Byron more. We'll see. I liked William Byron a real lot in the Xfinity Series, so
Cleared out low.
we'll see how it all works out, but of course it's a couple years down the road unless Kevin Harvick announces tomorrow, hey, I'm done racing after the season. But I think it's a contract to like 2020 or something. So I wouldn't be surprised if he retired once his current contract is over.
Get to the bottom. Still a car out there.
We'll see though. We will see. I don't think we're gonna race Kevin Harvick in that series. We races him once.
Okay, be smart out there. We're going green.
Plus, it's not like there's anything that really makes me say let's race Kevin Harvick like it did last time. 2017 update, he had the Fusion to race. Plus, they don't have the beer sponsor for that. So, I think the only driver with multiple paint schemes in the 2018 update is Greg.
Still there.
But there's going to be the new Camaro body that rises if they kept the Fusion after 2018. Because the move to the new Camaro body for the Cup Series and the move to, of course, you guys see the Camry body in the 2017 season was relatively fast for the Toyotas, winning 16 of the 36 races once the season got started. It really was not a good year for the Chevys at all. It started out, the Fords won a decent amount of the season to start, and then the Toyotas picked up and won a bunch. So I wouldn't really be surprised if the Chevys and the Toyotas really went at it, and the Fords maybe won a couple races. Probably Brad Keselowski and Kevin Harvick. Probably maybe Joe Logano, Ryan Blaney. It's probably the same drivers you've seen this year. Maybe Joe Logano will get back into it. I could see him winning a couple. So probably the same guys will win maybe 2 or 3 races each. Not each, but they might win 2 each. We'll probably see a lot of the Chevys up front and the Toyotas. You might see like 10 Ford wins, and the rest of them are going to be 7 Ford wins. And the rest will be just the Toyotas and the Chevys. Martin Truex, Kyle Busch. I think Eric Jones will probably get a win this season in the Cup Series. We'll probably see William Byron get a win in the Chevys. Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott. I feel like they're all going to get wins. So between those drivers, there's going to be a lot of wins. A lot of wins. Maybe Alex Bowman. Maybe. We will see. We have one out. I guess I qualified in the 38th here. Did a little bit of messing around. I accidentally drifted the grass on my speed up lap, so I kind of ruined my whole run. But I did look at the schedule, and I did discover that the run of this series will go until about mid-March. Season 4 will begin March 29th on the channel for the Xfinity Series. If you're interested in the Xfinity Series, it's the 29th. It was the 27th for the trucks then, and it should be the
Inside still there.
20. No, it should be the 30th. That's the 29th. So it should be the 30th of March for the
Clear all around.
Cup Series. So you guys will see brand new things for that.
Outside,
Of course, the
real tight.
changes really in this series are the scheduling. That's the changes that you're going to notice in this. Is the
Get to the
scheduling
bottom. Get to the bottom.
of
Hold
each
your line.
race and what one's
All clear,
being
driver.
episodes. So it's going to be really cool. We're not a brand new schedule, trying to run things a little bit differently. Another thing that I did decide between episodes, or I was thinking about actually during the first 2 episodes between races. What I was thinking between, or doing that race,
Clear high. Get
was
up there.
if the Charlotte Road Course was going to be considered its own track.
The bottom's clear.
Which would mean would I put it on the winless track list. And I did add it to the winless track list. Of course, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be like, oh wow, we have 2 tracks to win,
Outside, hold
guys.
your line.
Right now.
Clear
We
low.
only have 1 to win because it's not out. Once it comes out in Season 4, it will be the track we have to win in that series. Hopefully it's the only one. Hopefully we can win Iowa this
Still a
run
car
too.
out there.
But
Clear high. Get
it
up
will
there.
go on that list of
Outside,
tracks
hold
that
your
I want to try to win at. I'm going to count it as its own track because it's a road course. It's not the regular Charlotte track.
Hold a steady wheel. Low, low.
Ah, I crashed and still could not complete the pass to get into 10th. Tried it. Didn't have enough room. But that's the thing. So we are going to count its own separate track. So, just try to win it. I mean, it's a road course. And it's Charlotte, so it's 2 things I'm good at combining into one.
Green's coming. Outside.
It's very similar to this track right now. Like the Charlotte. It's just right here we're going to have to turn. Go through the infield, come out of the track right here.
Easy.
Because Charlotte and Texas are very, very similar. Like
Still there. He's
when you
outside.
head through this corner here, the same as you normally do, of course you're going to be picking up speed. Then you're going to head down the back straight. It's going to be a little indent here where you have to go down and back up onto the
Hold your
track. So a little turn there. And as we continue along the track, right here, you're going to have to cut down to the infield, make a turn, indent back up on the track, and then turn here and do a lap around. Of course, it will take more time because the infield section, it goes from 1.5 miles to 2.2 miles, so it's a little bit bigger inside. They did take out one of the turns, I believe, from the inside of the track. I think that was a change that they made because they showed more of the Charlotte course today that I'm recording this video. But I'm just so excited to race the track. I know some people are like, oh my god, why do they do this? But I don't think it's going to be a thing that they're going to necessarily keep forever. I think they want to add another road course into the blast. That's what people have been saying. Hey, let's have a road course. But they don't have the ability to change the scheduling for a couple years or introduce a new track. Because they want to keep it at 36 races, right? They have a contract that says for the motor speedways, which is this Texas, Charlotte, Las Vegas, Sonoma, let's say Bristol,
Hold the bottom.
New Hampshire,
Hold a steady wheel.
Charlotte, of course. All those tracks are owned by one person. And he can change the tracks that he wants to run. That's why they changed Las Vegas and New Hampshire, because he's like, hey, is it Braden Smith that owns it? I think it is. So he owns the tracks, and he can change the tracks that he wants to change. I guess if he wants to move an event, which they moved a New Hampshire event, the playoff New Hampshire event to Las Vegas. Of course, I'm sure NASCAR's going to prove it. He can't just be like, hey, we're not racing to here. But you get the point. But NASCAR can't take away one of his races and give it to a different owner while the contract's happening. I think he owns Kentucky as well. And then Daytona and Talladega, I think, are owned by one ownership. Watkins Glen's got different ownership, so they can't just. They have their deal, and I think Phoenix has ownership as well, and Michigan and Auto Club, so they have different ownerships basically. But the owners of the track aren't just going to be willing to give Charlotte. No, I don't think they get rid of Charlotte race in the playoffs. But they might get rid of something else in the playoffs.
Still a car out there.
What could they get rid of in the playoffs? Maybe Texas?
Still a car out there.
I could see them getting rid of Texas in the playoffs and put a road course in. It seems almost illogical.
Clear low, stay low. Hold a steady wheel. Still a car out there.
That's the thing. I feel like it just seems like the most logical. Get rid of Texas. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do. But still. I would say to get rid of Las Vegas.
Almost ready. Race is going green.
That's just me.
Outside.
They're not going to get rid of Las Vegas. That's in the playoffs for a while.
3 wide, you're in the middle. Clear low,
And
get
if they
down
were
there.
able to change the contract, I would have said to get rid of New
Clear low,
Hampshire
get
for
down there.
something else. Like, you could change Texas and Las Vegas.
Outside, hold your line. Clear high, quick. Clear. Inside, still there.
Now, is the records for winning in Charlotte going to count, like, the road course as its own track, too? That was just a big wreck. Not really sure what's happened there, but it's going to be a thing, like, they say, the winners at Charlotte are here. It's going to be just Charlotte, like, you've won in Charlotte.
You ready? You ready?
Like, Kevin Harvick's
Okay,
won
keep
Charlotte.
hard out
Does that
there,
mean
we're
he's
going
won
straight.
Charlotte, or does that just mean he's won the Charlotte Oval?
Outside, real tight.
Like, say a driver's has never won Charlotte. Who's never won Charlotte? Kyle Busch. Okay.
Keep it
That's
right
the
there,
track.
keep
That's
it
his
right
winless
there.
track. Now, say he doesn't win the oval. So say he doesn't win the 600, but he wins the oval track,
Clear high, get
the
up
road
there.
course. Does it count as him winning Charlotte, or is it a new track? That's the thing. Does that mean that Kyle Busch has 2 winless tracks,
Hold a steady wheel.
and Kevin Harvick has 3 winless tracks? He's never won. I forgot what tracks he's won. Pocono.
Hold your line. Clear high.
There's 2 tracks I think that he hasn't won or
Inside, he's on your bumper. Top side's clear. All clear, driver. Outside, hold your line.
All right.
You ready? You ready?
We'll see what happens here, guys. We'll see what happens. I don't really know what I was gonna say there. I
Almost
kind of
there,
just,
2
like,
left.
lost my focus.
Outside, real tight. 3 wide, covered on both sides. 3 wide.
Oh my god. We lost a spot. We're 5th. We're in the inside lane still.
Get set. Stay sharp, the green's coming. Outside, real tight.
All right, here we go.
Need 2 more fast ones, driver. 2 go.
2 fast
Still a car
laps
out
here,
there.
huh? Do you want 2 fast laps?
Outside, still there.
It's about to be a yikes. We can do this though. We can go to the front. We can win this thing.
Easy.
We just passed Michael Lynette. Michael Lynette is
All clear, all clear.
This thing, we forced him way ahead. It's gonna make him have a problem. We almost did spin him out
Final
actually.
lap.
It's gonna cause a lot of problems in the final section here. He's getting ahead of us again. We got one opportunity to really make a move here. Annette's gonna have a problem. Is he gonna save it? I think he does. But we're gonna win at Texas.